Captain and Coke Show is filmed in front of a live pair of dogs audience. All references to people actual or implied are fictional. Our legal department has advised us that anything you hear may be used against us as evidence in a court of law. Please put your hand down your pants and enjoy the show.
Happy New Year!
What's up, everyone? So first, we would like to apologize for last episode. We do have a
Have you prepared a statement?
I do have a sober Lime with me today. Hi, Lime.
Hi.
How you feeling?
Good.
Thanks.
Good.
Anything you want to say to our listeners?
Nope.
Besides everything you kept on saying last time was put something in your mouth. You kept on screaming. Anything you want to apologize to Gare Bear for? Things he's heard?
I mean, he's heard of it, unfortunately.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Why should I apologize for that?
Because you were a little obnoxious.
That's okay, but I'm in my own house.
Okay, but we're on the show, and we couldn't really necessarily get into things.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was going to hit me like that. I didn't eat.
You also didn't have to drink a full bottle of vodka
Okay, that's
either.
dramatic. Wasn't a full
How much do you think you drank?
half.
She claimed a third during the podcast.
Oh, is that what it was during the
So she
podcast?
It was
said-
probably half. It was a new bottle.
Gotcha. So anyway, for this show is going to be a little bit more structured.
Yes.
We're going to get into some different things. We have a great interview that we were able to do that will be coming up that Captain was able to get done, and some other things we're going to discuss.
So if you made it to this episode after listening to that festering putrid episode that got released last week, then we appreciate you hanging on, and we'll try to reward you this episode.
So, with it being the new year, like as normal as other normal people do, have some resolutions. I do. I have made some with Lime that we have written
Lime, are
down
you
and
aware
things
of
we
this?
want to go
Yeah.
over. I'd like to ask Captain about his, even though I think he probably doesn't have any. But I'm going to go into some of those.
Are you
So,
saying I'm not a goal-oriented individual?
just a little. I'm saying that.
Okay.
Okay. So, because when we talked about before, like I'm going to say who the fuck I am.
I resemble that remark.
You resemble it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mean resent or
No,
resemble?
I mean I resemble it. It's
Okay.
pretty accurate.
Okay, so first thing I want to get into of my resolutions for 2020. So I've been in the last month, about the past little over a month, working on losing weight. So I want to continue that goal. So I'm already down 14 pounds.
I'm in.
Thank you. Lime is down 20. So we're going to be focusing on that. That's one of my goals. Yep. Hello. What's up, little Lime? Lime Jr. Bye, Lime Jr. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Next thing,
We're gonna start this show off on a good note. This episode, we're not gonna have interruptions.
No,
and-
she's gone.
and
Little Lime
ice
Jr.'s
ice
gone.
machines and
Yeah, Lime Jr.'s gone. Next thing, I gotta get a new job. We've talked about this before. It's gotta happen. I think it's gonna happen this year. I'm gonna do my damnedest to make sure it does happen. Third, the knock-up line. That's gonna happen this year too. We're gonna have little Limes and Cokes running around and everything. We're gonna have a little Diet Coke twist because we're gonna be skinny. So a little Diet Coke lime twist.
Mazel tov.
That's it. And then my last one, I'm trying, and it's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough for me. Try not to have as much road rage as I do. I will have enough for the one show, because that's a little spoiler head. We're going to have some of my road rage best comments, I guess, of 2019, 2020-ish, that we will roll into one of our future episodes, so stay tuned for that. But going forward, I'm going to try not to stress myself out as much road rage and dealing with these assholes that are already on the road here. So those
That
are
I
my
think should be one
my
of your
resolutions.
biggest ones, because definitely your rage is something that
Mm-hmm.
obviously can long-term affect.
And I blame my dad. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna blame him. I heard it when I was growing
Listen,
up.
Papa
I thought it
Coke,
was
I would
normal.
never throw you under the bus like that.
thought
I
it was
think he has a
normal.
lack of respect, and I apologize for your son. But yeah, no, that's something for the sheer value of recording you while you're driving around in the car screaming at people. It's always fun to listen to, but in reality, you definitely need to learn to woosah a little
I
bit.
know. I do, because I'm gonna either end up in jail fucking shooting someone or something because I can't deal with these fucking idiots. I really can't. So I'm gonna try not to let that bother me in 2020 for sure. So, what? Speaking of yours, do you have any at all? I mean, I know probably one.
No.
I mean, no, not at all. No, okay,
No.
go ahead.
So I mean, that's the thing is everybody every year is on that new year, new me bullshit. I always plan to be the same asshole I was the year before. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Just hopefully that same asshole with a career. Just gonna throw.
I mean, careers can come and go.
That is true.
But
I am trying to find a new one.
the sun never sets on a badass. So. I really don't care. I have a lot of personal goals, but I mean those are things that I had in 2019 and things that I've been working on.
Do you have any future projects that you're working on? You want to drop the seed?
I do, but I don't want to. I don't like to do that. I like to let it happen, let it come to fruition, and then say, hey, this just happened. But I don't like to put all that stuff out there before it happens.
Okay.
I am working on some fun things. And we'll see how 2020 goes, but nothing specifically where I'm like, okay, in 2020, I want this. Maybe triplets. Triplets would be nice.
Triplets.
Yeah. I've had twins, but never triplets.
There you go.
So that'd be a fun experience.
There you go.
I think Lime was looking at me like I think she thought I wanted to have children.
Yes.
Like no. I mean like 3 women who are related by.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
So
That makes more sense. Though.
I mean, I guess that's my New Year's resolution.
Yeah. So, speaking with going into things for the new year, I want to get your predictions of some certain outcomes for this year. Meaning, who do you think will win the Super Bowl, World Series, NBA, and then one topic that I do not want to go political. I just want an opinion of what you think. Who would win the presidency? I'm just going to state my opinion. Lionel can state hers. But that's it. I don't want to know why, anything like that. That's
so
it.
are we going one by one and going round table?
Yeah,
or
I think,
am I giving the whole
I don't
list?
think
or what?
she has to worry about Super Bowl, World Series, NBA. She's not going to have a fucking clue. She's not. Maybe football. But I don't think she knows who's in the playoffs right now.
What do you
anyway.
say, Lime? Anything you want to... Any one of those that you want to throw out a prediction? Or
No.
because you looked at him like...
I know.
I mean, he's right, but first of all, don't write me off like that. You're right.
I know.
Before
Remember
I
this.
can confirm.
Say that again?
I said, don't write
No,
me off.
before that. I think you said...
No, I didn't say
It's
you
okay.
No,
don't
you're
write.
right.
I'll play it
Thank
back
you.
at this point
Hey,
in the
hey,
show.
you
I'll
know
double
you're
it.
right.
I mean, he's right. You're right.
That's usually what I hear. Okay.
So
So you go ahead. You start. You tell me who you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year.
I mean,
You don't have to give me whys either. I mean, you really don't, because I've decided to go with the Packers. I think the Packers. I think had a really good year.
they have the number 1 seed in the NFC, and they actually have a defense this year that shows up
So
from time to time. So
I'm going with the Packers this year. Or anybody besides the Patriots. I'm happy either way.
how ironic is it that Ryan Tannehill is going into New England this weekend to play the Patriots in the playoffs, coming off the best season ever, where he actually was the number 1 quarterback in the league by QBR.
Was he?
Yep, and
Nice.
there's only in the past 100 years, only one quarterback has thrown for 70% completion rating and more than 9 yards average per attempt. That person is Ryan Tannehill this year. So he's about to get paid by
That's
Tennessee.
a lot of information you just gave us.
Well, I mean, you
my
think
God.
about maybe
for
so
you.
that had to been what the Dolphins team just wasn't working out for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's
obviously
the
he's
thing
pretty
is-
good.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. He was never the problem. He may have not been the answer. I'm not saying that he's Aaron Rodgers or
Right.
Drew Brees, even though he put up better numbers than
Yeah,
those guys.
which is great.
He just wasn't the problem.
Right.
And so when you put him in a situation where all of a sudden they have the run game, that Derrick Henry had the rushing title this year. They have the best running back in the league, arguably. And then you've got a defense that is stepping up and playing. Well, now he's not being asked to score 40 points every game.
Right.
Now
He
he's
doesn't
not
have
being
to.
asked on 3rd and 35 to try to just stay back there till he can make something happen. He's just taking it as he comes and making good decisions and things like that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. I'm happy for him.
Right on.
We'll see what happens.
Who do you think will win the World Series? I know you're not as much into
Yeah.
baseball as football, and same vice versa with me. I'm more into baseball than football.
Yeah, I mean, I don't follow it enough to even make an educated,
Okay.
assumption. So I'll just defer that to you.
So I'm obviously going to go with my team, the Yankees. The last couple of years they had a great team. Couldn't get past Houston because they cheat. If you don't know, there's a whole thing on that.
Were they the ones who stole the signals
Yes.
with the bang bang?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
That was crazy. Like, I don't know anything about
and teams
baseball.
were reporting it like, hey, we think some shit's going on. And
Yeah.
they're still looking into it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. If
Yeah.
they find that's the case, will they strip him of
I
the
don't
title?
know anything about baseball, but I watched that and I was like, it's clear as day.
It's very
like,
clear as day.
bang bang,
And in 2017, I'm sure if they didn't have that bullshit, the Yankees probably would have beat them. And before it even got to 7 games, who knows what had happened? They could have won the World Series or what? I don't know.
And speaking of cheating and along those lines, I'm sure you heard what happened again with the Patriots.
Yeah, they filmed, was it Cincinnati?
Yeah, so
They
the
filmed,
week
yeah.
before that they're playing the Bengals, who are the worst team in the
Yeah.
league at this point, they had a film crew at that game where they were playing the Browns. So it's not even like they were in the Patriots stadium and the Patriots were just videotaping things. No. The Patriots had a film crew at a Bengals versus Browns game, and they were filming the calls being sent into the game from the
Right.
sideline, and then filming the play. And filming it, and they got caught. They got busted by a
Good.
security person there.
Who was like, hey, what are y'all doing
And,
here?
and they said, let me see the footage. And there's actually video. You can go online and actually see the video of when they got busted. And the guy's like, I can delete it right now, man. It's not a big deal. He's like, no, damage is done. We're going to get NFL security down here.
yeah.
We're gonna, so they called in
Wow.
the big dogs.
Good.
But this isn't even the first time that this has
No,
happened.
but
Like,
because obviously they're not getting in enough trouble to make it worth
Exactly,
it. Same
exactly.
thing with fucking shoplifters. You can go steal, and in Florida now, I'm sure people know.
you're banned from
But
the
not
premises.
not even that. They have now raised felony amount to $750. I could literally walk out with a TV of under $750, and if I don't get caught, great. If I do, I've never been in trouble before with the law. I'm gonna get a slap on the wrist, go take a class, goodbye, see you later. Mostly, that's
But
the
I'm sure
problem.
most of those people are repetitive offenders.
Majority
like,
of them, majority of them, yes. But now it even makes it harder for them even to get taken to jail because a lot of the time these departments don't want to waste their time.
I know, like
and go.
there was one store, and I don't remember what it was, but they used to have for less than $50 or something, they wouldn't even prosecute you,
Yep,
or they wouldn't
sure.
even do. So it's
Certain-
like, well,
yeah,
shoot, you
certain
need a
retailers-
movie, just take it. They're just gonna wave at you as you.
Certain
walk out.
retailers
Not
have
that that's
a dollar
anything I
amount.
would ever do,
Right.
But so yeah,
But yeah, so- but
punishment
getting back-
needs to be severe.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
they come down on the Patriots, to at least pretend like there's some semblance of fair and
Right.
accurate dealings.
But yeah, so I think this year, with the Yankees signing Garrett Cole, I still think they need to make some other changes. They let Didi go, which I think was a mistake. I still think they need to get another pitcher. I think they need to get another infielder. I think.
But you still think they'll go all the way?
I still think they're going to go all the way. I think now with Cole, I think he's going to lead the pitching staff. We got Servino back, who was out injured for he was back for like maybe a month of the whole year, of the whole season, I should say. So I think with people being healthy, and I know you don't follow baseball, but the Yankees had, I think, 29 people injured throughout the year, which was the most ever. It was a record. And they still...
What's going on over there? Where's their
Well, they got
strength
rid
and conditioning coach?
he got fired.
Well,
So
good for him.
exactly.
At least
So
they're
I
holding
mean,
people accountable.
Stanton was out sick. They had a lot of people not sick. He was out with an injury. They had a lot of injuries going on. So and they still had the best record
How do you
in
feel
the
about
American League East.
How do you feel about in the NBA? I don't know how much you follow this,
Not too much.
but load management, where they'll say, "Well, LeBron's not going to play tonight because he just played in back-to-back games and he's kind of."
I mean, with baseball being 162 games, I definitely think maybe there's certain times that, depending on your lead, depending on who you're going against, yeah, and that you should give some of your guys a rest. They do that with some, but it's usually a game.
I mean, I think in baseball, especially, it's different because you have different pitchers who start on different nights and
They
your
have a 5-day
starters and your
rotation.
closers, right?
Yeah.
So it's different. But in basketball, you really only have 5 starters, right?
Yeah.
So if, let's say, LeBron or whoever you're a number one fan of comes to your city and they never come there, but they're there in your city and you pay all the money and you go get those tickets and then.
Sitting.
That guy's sitting. He's not playing. Not because he's hurt. But
Because
just
he's rest.
load management. They don't want to. They play 100 games over the season.
Yeah.
They want to just give him rest. How upset are you? Do you think that that's acceptable? Because there's been. I know that the NBA has looked into. Fining teams or.
I think when they know they're in the playoffs or whatever, they have I mean, you know, at one part, you want to say they make a goddamn enough money that they need to be playing every game. But at the same time, as a human, like we don't know, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what kind of toll it takes on our body.
And at the same time, what they're really getting paid for is to deliver a championship. So
and bring people into the stands.
right. So you may be mad for that one game, but if they don't
Right.
load, you know, so it's
Yeah.
just interesting. I always like to hear people's
Yeah.
take on it. In the NBA, as far as who's going to win the finals
Yeah.
this year, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the Heat, but the Heat been balling. The Heat been balling.
Again, I'm not huge into NBA. I'm the only reason I'm going to say the Lakers, only because I think LeBron and with his team, they're doing good. They have a good.
You
They
see
have
what
a,
happened last year?
yeah,
didn't
yeah, they
make the
suck.
playoffs.
Yeah, dude. Right now, they only have like 6 losses. So no, they have a good record, and that's why I say them. I honestly could care less.
Yeah.
I really could give a fuck 2 shits who wins the NBA. I don't follow it that much. Maybe I might,
Well,
you
then
know,
let's-
just the
let's
thing,
just-
but whatever. So I'm gonna let Lime answer this one first about the presidency. Who do you think? So right now, it's either going to be Trump or a Democratic, whoever wins that. But do you think it would be? Do you think Trump is going to be able to retain his presidency, or do you think everybody's getting rid of him with all the bullshit? He's already been impeached from the House.
That doesn't mean
I know
shit.
it doesn't
let's,
mean
let's
shit.
not go. Let's
No, I know,
just-
but I'm saying I know it doesn't
Yeah.
mean shit. I don't know how much you follow it as much as maybe I might watch the news or whatever. But what is your opinion?
I think Trump will win it again.
You think he's gonna win again? What do you think?
I think so too. I mean, there's an outside chance, just because he's him, that he does something really outlandish between
Fuck up.
now and the next election, where he like throws a baby off a, you know. But other than that, you know, I think he would repeat. But
I think I agree. I think he's gonna do it again.
but
I think he will.
we'll
I
see.
can't believe it's been
If
4
I
years.
I think that
Almost
if,
next year.
I
Yeah.
think
or
it-
shit. No, this year.
I
yeah.
think if Biden is the Democratic nominee,
Yeah.
then he will then Trump will definitely repeat. I think their only outside chance is somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be a number of people, but
I don't know. All right. Well, so that brings the close to the predictions for the 2020. I know we want to ask each other some questions. So instead of me asking you all the questions I have, I think we should go back and forth.
okay.
So one question I have for you, I want you to think about this. I want a good answer. Okay? So you get talked into joining a cult. Okay? How did they get you to
Hold on. Talked into it, but
No, how did they get you to believe in them, and what will the cult be known for?
okay. So they would get me to believe in it by saying that once a week we all get together and have our pick of any of the women that we want to sleep with, and they're all triplets. All of
There
these
you go. Knock out that 2020 resolution.
Knock out the resolution, and you know, gain some new friends at the same process.
Okay.
So that's interesting. I would love to hear your answer on that.
You know, I didn't really put that much thought into it because I didn't know if you were going to come back at it. So
Wait, you didn't finish saying though. But what would it be known for?
for
I mean,
triplets, women,
yeah.
banging
What
women.
more
So
do
that
you
was what
need?
it's known-
That's the
Yeah.
whole cult.
But I don't know if
We
that's
bang
how they-
triplets.
Okay. Well,
Do you need anything else?
I
I'm
would
in.
like to
I
join
You
this.
son of a bitch,
Can I-
I'm in.
Can I join this
I
cult?
got you. You have to know somebody who's in. Fortunately,
there it is.
There it is.
All right. Man, I don't know. That's a good question. I would say like. Go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say, can we just appreciate that we're almost 20 minutes into the show at this point?
No government
and no
names.
government names.
No government
names.
names.
No
government
High
names.
fives all
I heard
around.
that
Go over
the
my
whole time that
Oh
last.
my
I'm like, ooh.
So much work for me.
All right. I would maybe like not having to work. That's gonna be. I'm gonna
That's the
sign the
cult?
fuck up. I'm signing
That's,
up.
that's
We're-
you
we're
don't need a
living-
cult for
we're
that. I
living
know
on their
plenty
com-
of people
we're-
lazy as shit that they don't.
We're living on the compound. We're not doing anything else.
That's
You know,
just
I'll go-
called jail.
I'll go say my fucking Hail Marys or whatever else I gotta say on Sunday and whatever.
That's just called jail. You
I
get
know.
3 squares a day, rec time in
telling
the
you.
yard, like
Get shanked.
utilities
whatever.
are paid for,
Whatever.
Whatevs.
conjugal visits sometimes. You know,
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought any much about it, but yeah, I mean, or I'm just gonna sign up with yours. I like yours.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, I got you in.
Okay. Good.
So, let's see. Question I have for you.
Okay.
So, someone offers you $10 million,
Okay.
And if you accept the $10 million, you have to give up either your sight or your hearing. Would you accept? And if so, which sense would you give up?
That's tough. That is tough. I mean, I guess. Wait, like, so I lose my hearing just all out. Nothing can get me to hear again. Wow. I would still have to say.
What do you think? I'm an amateur? No, you can go to a really good doctor and spend $1 million on new hearing.
Right,
it doesn't
exactly.
work that
Okay.
way. No.
I can't do a transplant of eardrums. No? Okay.
No.
I guess maybe hearing, so I can see what this $10 million is behind me.
So you would take it and you would give up hearing.
Or that was no. Okay.
Yeah, you cannot take it.
Oh. Man.
He's taking it.
No, I don't know. Like with this fucking ringing and shit I got going on.
You'd never have to listen to her bitch ever again.
I usually don't. Man, that's a tough one because, you know.
What about you, Lon?
No, you know what? I'm not gonna take it.
So
I'm not gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm taking it, and I'll lose my hearing.
Okay.
What about you?
It'd be really, really tough. Like really, really tough.
Right.
But I don't think I would take it.
Really?
Yeah.
It would be tough. See, I mean, you think
Just
of
sign
because-
I love you to me. I'll be cool.
But I mean, there's several things. First of all, music to me, I have audio tactile synesthesia, and if you don't know what that is, I'm not going to rant about it. But the point is, music to me is life. So I can't imagine a world where I can't hear music. That would be really difficult for me. And my eyesight, I mean, I don't think I really want to give up. I don't know if I can put a price on that.
Yeah. I mean, same thing.
But $10 million is a lot of money. But again, and then that's the thing. $10 million can always go away. Something can happen. Somebody sues you, or you end up in some situation where you.
Well, now I want to change my answer.
Oh, now you want to change your answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So nobody's taking it?
No one's taking
No
it.
one's taking
taking
it. All right.
it.
It's
All
true.
right.
You think? I mean, because I think about it like, you know, when we have a kid, I'll never hear that kid's voice ever. You know what I mean? Like, no, I would want to hear
That's
that.
true.
You know what I mean?
You always see those videos where like somebody who has never heard before like gets a cochlear implant or something, and then they hear, or they're seeing like through color corrective lenses for the first time, and they start crying, and it like makes you appreciate that shit.
Absolutely.
So,
It absolutely does. That's a good question.
all right.
So I have another one for you.
Mhm.
So be honest, because I'm going to be honest. I'm sure you're going to answer, and I have it prepared to show you why I answer the way I answer. Have you ever been scared by a ghost, demon, entity, something in a horror movie? If yes, what? Anyway, if yes, which movie and what was it?
Okay, so absolutely not once you got to horror movie. Now, I will say, I mean, if I was 4 and I was watching Poltergeist, I'm sure I was scared out of my mind.
Okay.
But, like...
As an adult.
As an adult?
So as an adult.
No. Like, in a movie?
Yeah. I have.
Okay.
Straight up. So we were watching Insidious. Okay, the first one.
Which one is that?
First one. It's
You have
good.
to, if you haven't watched it,
I
you need
feel
to
like
watch
I've
it.
seen it, but they just all kind of blend
So-
together to me. Corn syrup and...
So
Scary.
we're sitting there, it's fucking at the apartment or whatever. Fucking lights are out. Never seen this movie before, right? It's about demons and shit like this. And all of a sudden, there's a part of the movie, okay, where you're sitting there and they're talking like just like they're at a table like this, and boom, they pan to somebody, right? And then you see that motherfucker quickly, and you're like, what the fuck? Now, if I was like scratching my dick at that point, I would have ripped my dick off because I was scared the shit out of me so much.
Wow.
That scared the shit out of me, and I was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" That was the one time that I can remember being scared actually at a movie.
So, I can give you 2 situations like that where I wasn't like, holy shit, scared out of my mind, but where it definitely gave me that, you know,
Yeah.
like just quick little reflex. So, one was, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Signs.
Oh yeah.
So Signs is a
Love that movie.
great movie.
Yeah.
But there's one scene in particular where nobody's seen these creatures. You know, that's kind of M. Night Shyamalan's thing. Like, you're scared of something,
Yes,
but you
then
don't know really what it
yeah.
is. So at one point, there's a newscast, and the kids are like, "Oh no!" and they're pointing, but you can't
Yes.
see what it is, and they're like, "Vámonos, niños!" Like
Yeah.
they're trying to get the kids to move, and then all of a sudden, just in that cut where you can see, like the creature like walks by and just dun and like looks at you like dead in your soul, and you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, I don't
When
like
we watched
that.
Yeah, we
I don't like
recently
that.
watched it.
Yeah, we did. We just recently watched that.
So that was a good scene. And then there was actually, I don't know if you remember the Fear video games, but they were these video games where you're walking around in the dark with like a flashlight and things are jumping out at you and stuff. So we played it with surround sound in the dark late at night, and we're playing it for the first time. We're going through, there's all these creepy, the lights are flickering in the background, and there's like, you hear pipes dripping and different things like that. So while you're walking around in this dark and you're looking for creatures to jump out at you and things like that, you're going through, and there's this there's a ladder to climb down. Like there's nowhere else to go, so you got to climb down the ladder. Well, when you're walking around in the deep recesses of the dark in this underground lab, you're expecting things to jump out at you. Well, I go to get down the ladder. As soon as you push the button to get down the ladder, you turn around and start climbing down. But right as you do, you see a little girl at the top of the ladder, like right in front of your face as you go down, and you're not expecting it. And I'm like, holy shit! Like that really threw me for a loop. But that's the only things that I have like that I can remember off the top of my head.
You have any?
No.
None.
No.
You didn't get fucking scared at that part either?
I
on
mean,
this?
jumped, but I wasn't like scared.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like.
Well, yeah, I jumped.
Oh,
The same
okay.
part.
Okay, I didn't know. Badass. My bad. I didn't know.
I'm not afraid of ghosts.
She ain't scared.
Yeah, she ain't scared.
I love ghosts.
All right, go ahead. Your turn.
Next question that I have for you, and this
Okay.
is something that I think might be a little controversial, but
Okay.
I definitely think it's important that you share your opinion on this.
Okay.
If you had the choice
Uh-huh.
and you were able to choose, which Disney princess would you be, and why?
Which Disney princess would I be? I mean, I guess Cinderella. Live in a castle. You know, I got fucking servants and shit, right? What do I have to fucking do? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cinderella.
But a Cinderella had to do a lot of work to get there.
Okay, but I'm a princess now. I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah, we didn't ask about
Yeah.
the pre-princess
Yeah, okay.
days.
I'm a
Like
princess.
he doesn't have to go through all that.
That's right.
He's just which princess would he become?
That's right. What about you?
I don't know. I guess that I would probably be Jasmine just so I can fuck myself. Jasmine's hot.
Okay. What about you there, Lime?
Belle.
Belle?
Belle, you like them big
She likes
hairy
fucking
motherfuckers?
Yeah,
Like big, manly looking men.
that's right.
But see, she would be Belle, but yet she said in the last podcast that you were like Gaston, so I think she would leave the beast,
Beast, yeah.
and you guys would
It's
end
true.
up running the bed and breakfast in town.
It's
She'd
true.
be out of the castle.
Yeah.
It's
So
true.
she'd give up all the money and everything.
That's true. All right. So my last question for you: you're about to get into a fight. Okay. What song comes on as your soundtrack? And I want to hear this.
It
I want to
could-
hear our picks when we back and listen to this. I want to hear it on there.
in the podcast,
Yeah.
I don't think I have the money to cover the royalties.
Okay, we'll do a quick
Right.
5-second clip.
So I think that it would be one of a couple songs. So it would probably be "We Ready, We Ready." It would probably be that. Either that or "Don't Start No Shit, Won't Be No Shit."
That's a good one. I like that one. I have two.
Okay.
I would do. Indestructible by Disturbed. If you have not heard that one,
Just sing for
no, I will play it.
No.
Really quick. Why can't I play it?
because I don't have the royalties.
But
for
you
that.
think, well,
I don't need YouTube telling me that
Fuck
we've
YouTube.
been taken down for
Bitch ass.
violating copyright.
okay, hold on. I'm trying to think of the other one really quick. I have it in my head.
Wasn't these your questions?
That was for you. Oh, Can't Be Touched by Roy Jones Jr. That's a good one too.
God.
Those are either one of those.
Surprised
would
no
be
Bone Thugs.
No, I mean, no. I'm trying to think. Like, there are songs. I don't know if it's gonna get me pumped up for a fight. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Got it.
So those are. Do you have one more question for me?
Nope.
Did you ask me 3?
Nope.
Oh, you don't have any more though?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Glad you followed directions. All right.
If we're gonna get into motherfuckers following directions, okay?
Just saying.
Don't start no shit. Won't be no
Just
shit.
saying.
You don't
So,
want to dig down that rabbit hole.
I don't have any questions. I don't have any more questions. But I do want to ask. I want to get your thought
Okay.
on something. This
Like
is going to
thoughts.
open up a can, especially with this one here. Okay. So, because of Lemon's impeding gift, I guess you could say. How would you name your baby?
How would I name my baby
How would
or
you name?
hers?
How would you name your baby? Would it be after family? If which side would you name the baby after? Mom, dad? Who gets preference in that? How do you come up with that?
I mean, in my last relationship,
Uh-huh.
I can tell you that it was already settled. Like
Okay.
that was done. We had already figured it out.
And who was the baby coming
Fortunately.
after? Who you named after?
The baby wasn't necessarily named after somebody, but
Okay.
it was a name that I picked.
Okay, what about the middle name too?
So the middle name would have been my father's middle name.
And she was okay with all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in hindsight, like we had worked out a couple things. So first of all, we originally said that if it was a boy, that I would kind of make the main suggestion, and it just had to be something that she wasn't like, oh my god, that's awful, like absolutely not.
Right.
But she couldn't veto every single name.
Right.
And then likewise,
I do.
if it was a girl, then she would get to kind of suggest it, and then I could say, I don't really like that, but
Yeah.
kind of same thing. So we had come up with our names that we would
Okay.
use.
I know with us we discussed, but now thanks to Lemon having the baby first, and we're pretty sure we know what the baby's middle name is going to be. I'm not going to say anything, but that opens up the door now.
Why you think she's stealing your name?
No, the middle name.
She's stealing the middle name?
No, because it's something that Lime wanted to do for a middle name. We were going back and forth.
But that's
right?
what I'm saying. You
Yeah, well,
think
she's going to do
gonna
it
take
if the baby comes out what she wants.
See, that's why you never say that shit. Like I've never said to anybody like what my name.
No,
would
it
have been
was
for
being
her.
named after someone. It's a
Oh, I
name
get it,
after
I get
somebody in her family.
Yeah.
But now that she's doing it, we don't have to. So that works out for my favor. However, we're going back and forth with names. So like Lime likes the name Isabella for a girl.
It's a very pretty name.
And I'm like, okay, I can do that. She,
Catherine
however,
Zeta-Jones character in Ocean's 12.
but she doesn't like the nickname I'm going to call the baby.
Is he?
That's
I
right.
would rather cut my friggin' head
Then you
off
can't- then
than
you
hear
can't,
that.
'cause-
Because he would do it just to piss me off.
No,
I mean,
but
I
it
would,
doesn't
I
matter.
would.
Like if you don't like that name, you can't name your
That's
kid
but
that.
I'm not gonna make it Izzy. Her Isabella. Call her
No,
Isabella.
No, that's not how it works.
That is how it works. I didn't
No.
put Izzy on the birth certificate.
Are you?
there's that-
Are you 3 billion people?
There's
Don't-
that can I was talking about.
So are you 3 billion people on the planet? You don't get to determine what people call your kid. Like
I will correctly.
Whether they're at
Fix
school.
that.
you're gonna
At school.
follow them around for the rest of
I'm
their
gonna make
life.
sure my kid knows.
Okay.
Hey, your name's
Then you're an
Isabella.
imaginary parent. You don't live in the real world. So
Don't call my
that
kid
means
Izzy.
that means he should decide what the name of the kid is
I
because
agree.
you
I
can't
agree.
handle people. Have you been around kids ever?
Yeah.
Like they call people nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
They call people like skewed versions of their name, and some kids might even say, oh well, I like going by my middle name, or something like that. So like this idea that
Okay, but you can abbreviate the name. That's
love
fine,
it.
but not Izzy.
Love it.
but you don't
Isa.
get to
Did
pick.
this.
I like
This is why
Isa.
You don't
I
make the
asked
rules for
question,
everybody else
but
on
I
earth.
wanted this because I knew it would
You
open up
can
things.
say
Going back
I
and
only
forth
want
at
to
it right now,
abbreviate
it's
it,
great.
but you can't tell the rest of the world you're not allowed to do that.
But I'm gonna make sure my child knows. Hey, your name's Isabella.
Yeah.
You don't think the
I
kid's
would
gonna
say
like
so,
a
but
nickname?
I can
Correct it.
settle this right now. Do you know my government name? Don't say it, but do
Yes.
you know it?
Yes.
Do you know how my mother feels about my government name versus my given name?
Yes, she calls you your government name all
And
the time.
she has that same attitude of, don't call him that. Don't call him that. That's
So-
what I go by. So
And I
you
forever I thought that wasn't.
you have
I didn't
no
know that was your
control.
name. I thought this was your name.
You
That's
have,
what he wanted
and
people to do.
but that's my whole point. You have no control of it. And this idea that you're gonna stop the world from using a nickname on your child.
Why does
is
it
just
bother you
completely
so
asinine.
much?
I hate that.
But why?
I don't know. I
But
don't
then,
know.
but then how do you
No,
come up
but
with the
that's-
name Isabella you like so much?
No, but that's fine because they're different names, and she's
Yeah.
entitled to hate that version of the name.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that it's a package deal, like a Latin girl and her mother. It comes together. So you have to make sure that if you don't like one, you can't take
Can't
the
have
other.
the other moving in.
because
Can't do it.
Well, then your
doesn't-
name's not going to work either because you're
Which-
not going to abbreviate.
I
that
don't.
one either.
I'm fine. I'd rather call the baby its full name. My
But what
name.
if somebody else?
I don't care. Giovanni,
Okay.
I like that
People
name.
are gonna call him Gio.
which is fine. I'm okay with that. See, she
We
can't
can have
apparently
some name
stand
She's
abbreviations.
She's afraid he'll be on Jersey Shore 2035.
First of all, I think it'd be cool. But
Oh Jesus Christ!
no, I hate that. But my baby's Isabella and
Well,
Giovanni. That's their
just
name.
because you were given a
It is
short
in
name
Gio.
That's why I
and
have to
people
do
weren't.
one syllable.
No. Just
One syllable
because.
names.
Just because that's what. No. You cannot. Like you
Fine.
said. They can't. Like you said, if people are going to give it a nickname, that's what they're going to call it. You know what I mean? Like I could. You don't like one name that I go by. You can't stand it because you
Like
think
they
it's
might
childish.
they might
But
even,
maybe I prefer
That's
it.
not true. I don't like when some people call you that name.
they might even
But
call
majority of
they
people
might
call
even
it that.
call her Bella. Like
Yeah.
That would be okay too. But
That one's okay.
but either way
Issa
you don't
or
get
Bella?
the you don't
Who? Issa?
Issa, yeah.
Who the fuck is naming that kid Issa? Nobody will ever call her that in any
well,
kind
you have two
of
options. You're not calling her the third.
nickname. Issa. Issa? Get the fuck out of here.
well,
That's-
you're being delusional because
Yeah.
you don't get to
I
pick.
hate all
Yeah, you're out. I
You
pick
can
now.
hate us all you want. Doesn't make us any less right.
That's right. I mean I would think like I like the name. I could maybe go with the name Isabella, but be ready for the name that I might call it if when it's in.
But I can't because
But
you're
when she's
petty
in
and
trouble,
you would do it on purpose.
probably. But when she's in trouble, I will call her full name.
With the middle name.
Right. But I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. But we obviously when we get to that point, we can discuss that further, come up with names. But like you said, you can't stop what other people are going to call our kid, especially at school or something, because they're going to think it's cool that their friends gave them a
Yeah,
nickname
man,
too.
if you think you're that mom who's gonna like walk up on the bus and be like,
Who
"Who
the
called my
fuck?"
daughter?"
Yeah.
Like,
Don't put
Who
me
the
in
fuck is calling her
we're
Izzy
gonna,
right
we're
now?
gonna ban you from campus.
Yep,
So
exactly. Okay, so I figured I would open up a can. Just wanted to get everybody's opinion on it. So that's that.
Okay.
What's next on the board?
let's see. So here we go. I actually have a question. Something I
Okay.
encountered on the way up here. I'm not young and hip with the cool kids, but I'd like to think I have somewhat of a fashion sense on some days. So I want to actually ask Lime this question and see how she feels.
Okay.
So I saw a young gentleman, probably in his early 20s, at the gas station, and he was wearing jorts.
Okay.
Speak on this.
I hate jorts.
As you should.
He tried to buy some at one point.
So you're
Okay,
a big
'cause-
jorts proponent?
No, I mean, I wore them before. I mean,
When our
Yeah, I wore them before too when I was 10.
well, whatever.
when our
What the fuck?
child put
John
them
Cena
on, I
wears
would have
them.
cut them off.
John Cena?
Yeah.
Really?
John Cena.
When he,
I'll tell you what, when your net worth is
Yeah.
John Cena's, you can wear whatever the fuck
Yeah,
you want.
right? No shit.
Go ahead,
What are
Lime.
you doing?
when our little one puts on jorts, I say take
I think
those
they're-
off.
I
I
think
go,
they're
who
fine.
bought you those? But take them off.
I
You
think they're
can't
fine.
do it.
I
Oh
think
my
they're
god,
fine.
I hate them so much. No, I can't.
So, picture, focus. Excuse me. Go.
Go ahead.
So, picture Lime isn't around.
Yeah.
You're going out for the night with your boys.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun night at the bar.
Right.
You're looking through your wardrobe and you're like, jorts.
Okay, I'm not putting those out to go. I'm not putting those on to go out.
You should
I'm talking about if I go
never.
out if I'm going to like a theme park or something like
No.
that. it's-
Okay, the gentleman I saw was not at a theme park.
Okay.
Maybe he could have been on his way to one, but
I mean,
either way,
I mean,
it is
what, and
never
cargo
acceptable.
shorts are not a thing anymore
No, I
either.
think cargo
no, they're
shorts
not. They're not.
They're out?
Yes, they're out.
Wow.
I didn't
What's
know.
wrong with
I
cargo
told him they
shorts?
buy
They're
some
out.
shorts. I
When
don't
they're
know.
out.
Where do you put all the things without your 10 pockets?
You put your fucking wallet and keys,
Yes,
and
you
that's
don't
it.
need 10 things.
See?
He had to get rid of those.
I had to get different. I had to get like fucking
What do you
golf
wear?
shorts.
What do you
now.
wear to go fishing?
Golf shorts.
Yeah.
To go fishing?
Yeah, what the fuck? That's what a fucking tackle box is for.
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah,
Put it all in
fucking-
your pockets?
Yeah, now I wear golf shorts because that's what I'm allowed to wear. See?
So you wear nice golf shorts to go
Yes.
fishing.
Where's the?
And what do you mow the lawn in? Golf shorts?
No pants because I'm not trying. When you fucking weed eat and shit, you need to protect your life. I'll wear jeans, or probably wear jeans.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, jorts are right up there with cargo shorts.
Yes.
Those are
No
apparently
more.
out, huh?
Nope. Nope.
But what if they're nice cargo shorts?
Doesn't matter.
Like I have Volcom cargo shorts. They're not like the old raggedy with all baggy stuff.
Somebody
with all
as
the-
so metrosexual as you, I'm surprised you don't know what's in and what's not.
True.
No, I don't know what's in with the younger like those people because half the shit that they wear I think is complete. I mean, do you see these like male rompers and like some of the
I
ridiculous
see this skinny
things
pants
that-
jeans shit. I think that's the stupidest fucking look.
I mean,
in
that's
my
just because
life.
you're not skinny and you can't wear them.
I would never, because my balls are too
They're
big
just-
to
they're-
try to put in a pair of
They're
fucking
just
skinny
they're
jeans.
just called jeans for some people. I mean, I'm not talking about the stranglers that are like painted on that people wear.
I think
but
it's
just
dumb
like
as
a
shit.
typical
Yeah.
slim cut, like
No, I'm
Those
talking
are
about the
fine.
stupid ass fucking looking things.
You're talking about the painted
Yeah.
ones.
And then the people that still wear them halfway down their ass, which fucking blows my mind, but whatever.
What's that sound?
drink of the daytime.
I think it's drink of the daytime.
Here we go. What is our drink of the day today, Lime?
Smirnoff Cinna Sugar Twist flavored vodka.
All
All
right.
right.
Shout out to all the junior high school students
Right
out
on.
there. It's what we had in the house because we didn't prepare very well for this episode. So while we have some shots poured and we're going to enjoy this Smirnoff Cinna Sugar Twist, we are going to play a round of Never Have I Ever.
All right.
So if anyone has ever played this game, feel free to play along with us at home. You can pause the podcast, pour a shot, and let's get this started. So here's the first really good one.
Uh-huh.
Never have I ever sat in a room and watched one of my friends fist one of my other friends' girlfriends.
Okay, I don't recall a fist.
Are you drinking or not?
Wait, what?
Are you drinking or not?
Read it again?
Never have I ever
Uh-huh.
stood in a room while I watched one of my friends fist one of my other friends' girlfriends.
Have you?
No, I'm
Then
not
you-
drinking.
Yeah.
I'm not
supposed to do
drinking.
it?
Yes,
If
if
you
you
haven't
have
done
done
it-
that, then you need to
No,
drink.
I don't recall
So-
the fist.
Mm,
I don't recall fist. I recall fingers. You said fist. I do not recall a whole fist up there.
it was a fist.
I don't think it was.
It was a fist.
I really don't think it
Tell you
was.
what, I was there in the room as well, so I'll drink when you drink.
Okay.
Mazel tov.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
It's so
Graham
nasty.
cracker hell.
Oh, it's not even cold.
Fuck. That's disgusting.
Oh. Ugh.
Oh, it
So you
smells
telling that
disgusting.
story or am I?
We did discuss the story. We have discussed it on another show.
I think we discussed a different part of this
Oh
story.
my god.
No, we did.
Yeah, we discussed.
We did.
Very briefly, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We don't have to
we'll
get
move
into it
on.
again.
All right. So what do you have?
Never have I ever been engaged more than once.
Oh, I had that too.
That hasn't happened to you?
Yeah, I'm about to drink.
Oh, all right.
There
Cheers.
you go. Cheers. I wasn't a bitch and I did my one shot the last time. I didn't save it. Just saying. Like you did.
He had nothing in his
There was
cup.
nothing in
Oh,
there.
then why the fuck did you drink it?
No, I just put some more in.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's right. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it.
All right. So, who's that? Is that you now? Next.
No, I just said
No,
it.
she just your go again.
Oh, that was yours. Okay,
Yeah.
so mine again. So okay. Never have I ever taken my naked significant other and dropped them in a room with one of my friends and shut and barred the door.
What in the world have you two done? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
drinking?
I'm drinking to that one.
Mazel tov. You want to share that story? Or should
No, I'm
I?
gonna let you.
Okay. So, Coke and I love the look in your face.
This is when we were
So,
young.
Coke and I used to have an apartment together. And among the many exploits that apartment
Saw.
was
no
witness
furniture.
to. So I was sitting in my room, and I was just watching TV, hanging out by myself, and Coke and his current girlfriend at the time got into a little bickering match. Nothing serious.
No, we
they
were
were
playing
just
around.
playing. They were playing around. And he, I think, gave some kind of ultimatum like, bitch, I'll throw your naked ass in Captain's room. And she was like,
You won't.
He took her, threw her into my bedroom, slammed the door, and held it. And she's standing there like, let me, butt ass naked, like just banging on the door. And then she just like turns and looks at me and just shrugs. And I'm like, how about them Yankees? Like, you know,
Oh my
it was the
God.
most awkward thing in the world. It was great. So that was fun times. See, so, you know, you're sitting there showing off the nakedness of your women at that time, and then now you get offended if one might show some titties.
Well, because now it's a wife. It's a little different.
Oh, I got it. So,
If she was just some other...
all right.
Hooch.
So you're next. You're next with your...
Okay.
What do you got?
Never have I ever lived with an in-law who ruined my shit.
Oh.
There you go. That's so
God,
nasty.
Oh my God, your
so fucking
face!
It's warm!
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fucking disgusting.
Your go, Lime.
Never have I ever had a baby mama or a baby daddy.
That would be what you
I'm trying. I know, but y'all use my other question. I have to delete it. Maybe a shot. It's a little bit better.
Okay.
Mix it with things.
Get used to drinking because you got another one coming.
I'm sure I do.
Never have I ever
Mm-hmm.
had a man walk into his home to find me sleeping next to his significant other in their bed.
Wasn't my house. Wasn't my house.
No, it was his house.
Yeah, it was. Cheers.
Just launching.
Oh my God!
You want to share that story?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
the same person who was thrown into his room naked, we had split up. We had split up for, I don't even know
That's
how
what
long.
her boyfriend thought.
But, I didn't even know for how long. And I guess it was a couple months after whatever we were talking again. She was still with the dude, and I didn't fucking care for him. I thought he was a bitch. Anyway. And I don't know.
Which he was.
He was, yeah.
Based on what's about to happen.
Well, that's true, because I would have definitely reacted differently. I mean, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It's funny, too, because especially what had transpired between me and him at one point where you got a phone call. Yeah. So, I can't remember. We were talking about something. She invited me over to her house to talk or whatever, and nothing happened, like sexual, that I can remember. It might have. It's definitely possible. I think it did.
I'm
Wait,
sure
wait,
it did.
We can answer this. Were you wearing clothes when the gentleman
Yeah.
discovered you
Yes.
in his bed?
Yeah, boxers, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We were just we were studying. We
Yeah,
were studying.
So at some point, we both fell asleep. He came home, saw me in the bed, walked back out, called her, hey, do you want to get him out of my bed? Oh, I was just woken up. I was like, oh, shit. Threw my clothes on, left. He's out there, hey, man, my bad. Hey, okay. And I left. That was it. Like, nothing
Just
nothing
walking
happened.
by,
no,
giving him the
nothing.
nod, like cutting someone off in traffic with the hand gesture.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
That
Would've
was bad
tore
on my
up
part.
The house.
I would have I was about beating the shit out of him while he was sleeping.
I would have
Like,
burnt that bitch down with
Yeah.
both of y'all
Oh my
inside.
Yeah.
God.
it was. Ooh.
All right, so that's my third one. Is that everybody?
No, I have one
Oh,
more.
okay.
You should have one more.
I know, but I deleted because you guys used it.
Okay, let me go to mine then.
Yeah.
Never have I ever had a tattoo of someone or something that I was not related to.
This bitch.
Cheers, brother.
Wait, you did? I want to hear that story.
What do you mean? You know that one?
I don't maybe recall.
One of my first tattoos I had. Since covered up, just like yours.
I know, but I don't remember. What was it?
That was Blablecka. I had her name tattooed.
Did you?
She had my name tattooed on her crotch. Don't choke.
Oh my god.
Little
man.
heart.
Oh. Mm. Since she wants to get cute
It was hot.
over here.
It was a suggestion.
Okay, are you ready?
Go ahead.
Never have I ever had one of my siblings running up naked on my spouse or significant other. Yeah, go ahead, do some shots. Yeah.
We're a very weird family, I'll
I
tell
know.
you.
Her sister's been butt ass naked all up on me. It's very weird at first.
At first.
That was weird at first.
Got him.
Now you're used to
Now I'm just so
all
used to
right.
it. Thanks,
Well,
thanks, Lemon.
That will wrap us up and having to drink this swill
Yeah.
that Smirnoff is passing off as liquor.
I think it's supposed to be mixed with stuff.
All right. You want to get into your... you had some random things you wanted to share with the audience?
Yeah, I mean, I think I like, like random facts. I don't know if other people do. You hear different things like, oh shit, that's kind of neat. So I looked up some, and these are the top 11 that I thought were interesting enough that I wanted to share. If everybody else likes random facts, let us know. I can always definitely look up more. But I'm going to go now into my top 11 random facts, and if there's anything you want to talk about on each one, we definitely can. So one that irks me, but I'm going to get better at. Do you know the average person will spend 6 months of their life waiting for red lights to turn green?
No, I can see why you like that.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying.
Sounds about right.
It is. All right, another one. The inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee after he died.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like they threw him, or they just melted him down and put him in the mix of a frisbee?
It said he was made into a Frisbee. So I'm assuming
I'm
he was
hoping they
made
just
into-
took the guy and threw him across the yard.
they put
you
him in
know?
a thing. Did you know if there's a place, any place you would want to move to, this is the place. The Netherlands.
You're telling me where I want to move?
Yes. Anybody. The Netherlands are so safe, they have to import criminals to fill their jails.
All right. Now you're.
I swear to God.
Now you're just being stupid.
Look it up.
They have to.
Yes, because
why do they have to?
Because they were closed. So this, what I read on it. So they were closing so many jails because they weren't being filled.
Okay.
To offset
less
the
government
people,
spending.
right? But to offset the people who are working in these jails to keep the economy, keep their jobs, they imported
That's
people from
not
other
really
countries.
how it works.
I'm telling you, that's what it was.
I believe you read that somewhere, but the idea that we
Look
need
it
to build more jails because
No, they didn't
people
build
need
more.
jobs at jails.
No, they
no,
were-
but it works
build more.
right. But it works the same way. Well, we need to keep the current jails open because the people need
Look it
jobs.
up. Look it up. Look it up. They could do what we do and just fucking throw people in there for a bag of weed.
So
for
then
10
what
years.
do they do with the cops? Since the cops don't have crimes, are they importing people to commit the
No,
crimes?
first of all, motherfucker, this was a random fact. Okay. Second, it didn't go into those
Fact
kind of.
is subjective.
They didn't go into the little
I
details
think
of
it's
it.
interesting.
Thank you, Lime.
It's
That's why you're gonna get.
interesting.
That's why you're gonna get knocked up this year.
Yes.
Interesting. I just don't know if it's real or not. That's the.
Do you know your funny bone is actually a nerve? Did you know that? You can
I
hit
know
your funny
it's
bone,
real.
now you're like, fuck out, shit. It's actually a nerve that you hit that runs down
It's-
your arm.
It's a nerve that causes the pain, or
Yeah.
you're telling me that the actual bone
It's
is
not,
not
okay.
a bone?
Yeah, exactly it. The funny
It's
bone
not
is
like
not a
your
real
finger,
thing.
like-
No,
Well,
it's a
it's just like
nerve that
water
runs
in the
down. So if
knee
you
or-
hit it, that's where you get the pain from. Like, oh fuck, I hit my funny. But that's what it is. Okay, and to show how petty we are, a California woman tried to sue the makers of Captain and Crunch after she
Captain
learned.
and Crunch?
Yeah, Captain and Crunch. Yeah,
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch, whatever.
There's no and.
Well,
They're
first of all-
not. It's not Captain and
It's Captain.
Tennille. It's not Captain and Coke. It's just Captain Crunch.
Okay, just shut the fuck up. After she learned Crunch berries were not real berries.
Shut up. And somebody actually said, I'll take your case.
But wait.
I'm sure.
What
Did she
idiot.
win?
Didn't go into that. I don't think so. Pretty sure it was thrown out. In 2016, a Florida man, back to our little Florida man, was charged with assault after he threw a live alligator through a drive-through window.
Yeah. I've actually seen the video.
Yeah, it's fucking people. But did you know, though, before 1913, you could legally mail a baby?
Wow.
I mean, there's a lot of
That's
laws
really
like that are actually still on the books. Like, I think in Ireland you can still beat your wife on a Sunday. There's
Oh my god.
there's some
That's why, again, the
There's-
air jails are full.
there's-
But not in the Netherlands.
there's a random rule about you can't drive your car backwards down the highway unless you put a red lantern on the front side of it and have a cat or something. Like if you look up all these obscure laws,
Right.
there's a lot of some really weird things. Like there are a lot of places where sodomy or oral sex is completely illegal.
Do you know why you get goosebumps?
Well, it was the only book that my mom could afford at the AR book fair.
All
So
right, first of all, I know your mom. She can afford better. But do you
Not-
know
not
why
at the
you get
time.
goosebumps when you're scared?
No.
No, live, no. It's to actually make you look
defense
bigger.
system.
Yep.
Yep.
Which, whatever. What do you
Really?
think? Yeah. What do you think happens if you fall into a volcano? Into lava.
Die.
Yes, die?
What do you think happens? I said.
I die.
Okay, you burst into fucking flames.
No.
Do you
No, I
fucking
would-
sink right in? What happens?
I would float and melt.
You'd sink.
You actually do float. You would float on the lava instead of just melting.
It's not. It's,
Huh?
it's buoyant anyway.
How many cows do you think are sacrificed just for one season's worth of NFL footballs?
Wait, what are cows gonna do
Oh,
with it?
oh,
That's what the
no,
fucking
no, no.
football's
He's
for.
that's what they make the
Yeah, the
football
leather.
out of high. Like,
Yeah.
I thought you were saying like how many people
No,
were
no.
like gambling on their team
Yeah.
sacrifice
No.
a cow for
No.
their NFL team.
No.
So, how many
For
cows
footballs.
die?
To make one season's worth of NFL footballs. I believe that's what I said.
Makes sense.
We'll go back and replay that. But I'm pretty sure I said.
1,300.
Okay, what would you guess?
1,000.
Only in the NFL, right?
Only in the NFL.
1,000.
You're both close. 600.
Oh, I'm closer.
Good for
That's a
cows.
lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And my last little tidbit of fun. Do you know ketchup has a lot of health benefits?
Sure.
It does.
Is it?
I mean, if wine
lot of
and
sugar.
liquor and
Yeah.
everything else has
Yeah.
health benefits, why not?
Yeah. So again, these are just little random facts. If you guys like them, I can do more. Let me know. If there are certain facts you want to know about, I can do some research about that as well. Lion just committed alcohol abuse,
I'm sorry.
Now you have to
and
drink
lick
too.
it. You have to squeeze it and lick it.
Oh no.
Well, you know that's true. All
Sorry,
right.
guys.
So, what else is on the agenda?
You need to relax.
Oh man, what's
look at
up?
this
Come
guy.
on, brother. Hey man, thanks for joining us today. We didn't think we were gonna be able to make it.
Give me a hug. Bring it in for the real thing.
Well, you know, we've been trying to lock this down for a while, and I'm really excited to have the legendary, the man, the myth, the legend,
One and only.
with us here in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Will Ferrell.
I'm Will Ferrell, saying hello to you out
So
there.
thanks for being here, man. I know your schedule is tight. We'll try to get through this as
Thank
quick
you for
as
having me.
possible. I know we tried to do this kind of beforehand, but you know, Coke obviously had the flu.
Still a
Down
little
with the
bit.
flu.
Still a little bit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing much better.
Yeah. I've got a slight dash of the bubonic plague, so we're equal.
Are you serious?
A little bit.
Ooh, the bubonic plague. That's
I'm glad.
That's not
some,
good.
No, that's some scary shit there, man. Scary shit.
So we will definitely get you in and out of here as fast as possible with the
Without spoiling
bubonic
it.
plague.
Yeah.
Just living the dream.
One thing that we did promise one of our friends, Derek, we can actually put his name out.
Yeah.
He's a supporter of the show, but we wanted to see if it was possible if maybe you could leave a couple autographs behind, you know, after the show when we're done here.
Probably can't.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Be our first one on our wall of celebrities.
I thought I was clear in my email.
Can we? No.
No,
Oh,
no luck
okay.
for Derek.
Okay,
Derek's
cool.
SOL. All right.
Derek! Sprechen Sie dick! Seriously, you are an alcoholic.
Okay.
Yeah, you're drunk. I knew
So
it.
you
already
are
drunk.
our first celebrity guest. You know, we've had some different special guests, but none with your eminence. You know, none with your grandeur. So we appreciate you taking the time. One thing we wanted to get into right away is you'd mentioned to us before we set this up that you are actually now doing porn.
You don't have to raise your
You
voice.
know, we heard that you are in a new porn movie.
No, I am not. Not only am I in it, I'm the star of the movie.
Right. So, Will, you claim to be the most generous lover ever in porn.
Yeah, is that just something that came naturally to you, or obviously, I'm sure you're not bragging, but
No, I'm not. It's just a fact.
So, is this movie entirely in Spanish?
Entirely in Spanish.
interesting.
Wow.
I've never watched. No, I can't say I haven't watched porn in Spanish because if you're watching a channel and you have the SAP, and
Yeah, that's
Skinamax
true.
back in the day, so I have probably watched porn in Spanish, but I like it when they call me Poppy.
Yeah, me too.
So
Me too.
that's definitely something I'm into. We're excited to see it though.
Yeah.
When does this porn come out?
No one knows.
Really? You don't know?
No one seems to have an answer, and I've been told that odds are we aren't going to know.
So, Will, what kind of advice can you give us, to help us get some women? Yeah, I'm married and all, but psst.
I'm not. So anything, what is one piece of advice, Will? What, for all the young men out there that are trying to land little hot mamacita like the young ladies in your movie, what's one piece of advice you could give us to pick up women?
You have to have some knowledge of how to pilot a riverboat.
Riverboat.
Really?
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm
Well,
gonna stick with what I know.
all right. Well, I'm gonna give it a try because you know what? If the legend says that it'll help me, then that's what I'll do. One of my problems, I can tell you that when I get with a lady and we're getting intimate,
Doesn't work.
Sometimes I just don't know what hole to put it in.
And if you don't know it, they kick you out, and that's where that led to my downfall.
So, Will, you might not know this about me, but I actually auditioned for porn as well.
That's right. You
Yes,
did.
I did.
You did.
I bet his poop smells like
Probably
sandalwood.
I don't know about sandalwood. Maybe a lavender aroma.
Yeah,
I think you're
I don't
pretty.
know. Lime? Does it smell?
I'm into it.
Okay, cool. So sweet.
All right, good.
So, Will, I'm sure you've been around, a while, and you've had many of experiences all over the world. But is there anything that you were asked in the porn to do that just really wasn't in your wheelhouse?
There's there's definitely things I know I've been asked to do that I thought, no, that's too much. But I have to honestly say, I don't think it came from the response of it's too much. And the times that maybe I did cross the line, I always find out later because I don't realize I'm doing it in the moment.
I'd love to get your take on our show. Actually, it's not obviously for everybody.
Right.
I'm not sure if you think we ever crossed the line. You've listened to the show. I think maybe not a lot, but a little bit. Do you feel that we've crossed the line at all?
I just didn't think it was funny.
I think you and the Wiggles and Scooby-Doo all blow boat people.
Oh.
Well, we appreciate the honesty, if anything else. I really thank you for being on our show.
Yes.
We would love to have you on.
Yep.
If you want to come back.
Honestly, I would rather put a glass tube up my penis hole and smash it with a hammer.
That's great.
Well, I'm not going to be the one holding the glass tube, but maybe Coke wants to volunteer for that.
No, because he thinks you suck. So, Will, real quick though, before you do run out and give us the plague, I think you had a question that you did want to ask Captain. Go ahead and ask it.
Do you wake up every morning and look in the mirror and say, I think I will suck a giant hard one today?
No, not on most mornings. Usually I have a bowl of cereal, but thank you for the question. I really, really appreciate it. Would you like to be on our show again, Will?
To answer the question, no. I hate your guts.
Will, I know your schedule's busy, and I know you got to run, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it. We'll be in touch, and thanks again.
Bye. See you later.
Thanks, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Well played.
Hey, don't talk to me like that.
So,
okay?
thanks again to the legendary Will Ferrell for stopping by. That's actually gonna wrap it up for us.
It is definitely a lot better of an episode than last.
Not only is it a better episode, but does anyone realize this is a record? We completed the entire fucking show without saying
A government name. A government name. A government name.
He's gonna go government names, government names, government names.
I had to give myself something to do. I had to give myself something to do.
Just once you have to edit it. That's all.
So, thanks everybody for listening to our show. We hope we surprised you with our celebrity guest, and look forward to
Stay
more.
tuned for next week's surprise celebrity guest. I'm
Possibly,
not going to ruin it.
Possibly. We haven't locked it down yet, but we're working with their people, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. In the meantime, you know how to find us. It's Twitter at Captain Coke Show.
One word.
You also have Gmail. You have I Hate Your Podcast at gmail.com. Again, subscribe. Don't subscribe. We really appreciate it if you do, but we're not going to be those guys who are fucking hammering after you to follow and click the links and all that stuff. Super subscribers. So, love, peace, and chicken grease. We'll catch you on the flip side.
See ya.
Bye.
That's insincere.
Bye.
I'm playing a baby shower.
Bye.
I'll start by asking, why don't you get a dick real hard and then put it in that hole in your face? Okay.